I'm going to tell you about the best time to visit Iceland. Truth is, the best time to visit Iceland depends entirely on the experience you're looking for. There's no perfect season. There's only the season that matches your personality, your goals, and the kind of trip you want to have. I personally went to Iceland in November. November is the beginning of winter for them, and it's also what many people would consider the worst time to visit Iceland. But for me, it was exactly what I was looking for. Winter in Iceland is cold, windy, and intense. Wind cuts through your clothes unless you have the proper attire. I wanted my surroundings to feel dramatic, like I was inside of a movie like Interstellar or Skyfall. Places that feel empty, massive, and almost unreal. Winter in Iceland gives you that feeling. Landscapes feel raw and untouched. Temperatures in winter usually range from about 25 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Snow can be the downside of visiting this time of year. When it's thick, it can cover some of the bright colors that make Iceland so unique. Snow can also close hiking trails. Some trails only accessible by guide or a tour during winter. Daylight is also very limited. In winter, from mid-December through early January, there are only about 6 hours of daylight per day. The sun rises around 10 a.m. and sets around 4 p.m. Because of this, planning is extremely important. You need to plan, you need proper gear. Flights can also be delayed or canceled more often during winter. Trailheads can close unexpectedly. Weather can change quickly, but despite all of this, winter has massive upsides. There are far fewer tourists. Popular locations feel quiet and empty. You get a much more personal experience with the landscape, and it feels like exploration instead of tourism. Winter is also the best time to see the northern lights. I was lucky to see them multiple times in different areas. Winter is also the time to see massive glaciers. This is when the natural ice caves are formed. They exist all around the island. Most of these ice caves are only safely accessible though during the winter. During summer, they melt, flood, or even collapse. Many of them are closed entirely in the warmer months. So if ice caves and northern lights are high on your list, then I suggest going during the winter. Overall, if you're looking for an unearthly experience, fewer crowds, dramatic landscapes, and a raw version of Iceland, winter is the best time to visit. The window is roughly November through February in the winter time. Now let's talk about the summertime in Iceland. Summer is the most popular time to visit from June through August. Iceland comes alive in a completely different way. Temperatures are much milder. They usually range from about 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and the landscapes turn green and the scenery becomes vibrant and colorful. One of the biggest advantages of summer is the daylight. You get nearly 24 hours of daylight. Roads are fully open. Highland areas become more accessible, and hiking conditions are way more safe, and the waterfalls, rivers, and moss-covered terrain are at their absolute peak during summertime. The weather over summer is more predictable, and overcast days are less common in the summer. This makes it easier to catch long sunsets and long sunrises. Despite all these pros, the biggest downside of summer is the crowd. This is when most people visit Iceland. That said, there are still areas where you could find solitude. But overall, summer is the busiest season with its minimal snow, manageable weather, vibrant scenery, and access are what make the summer so attractive. This is why many people consider going June through August, because it's the best time to visit Iceland. Spring and fall sit somewhere in between. Temperatures usually range from 35 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. There are fewer tourists than in summer, and the scenery is still dramatic, and these seasons offer a balance between comfort and solitude. No matter when you go, Iceland is a one-of-a-kind place. There's no wrong season. There's only the season that fits your travel style, and that's what makes Iceland truly special. That's it. Think so? Really?
You wrote that?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
And
then just tell them, just end it with like, for more content about travel, fighting, and what I'm up to, subscribe. For more content about travel, and just follow and subscribe. What?